channel. How are you today? Today I am here with a collaboration tutorial with my best friend in real life, Samantha Riley. You probably see her in the background of all my videos, and if I had my camera a little bit higher, you would see her up here as well. So okay, let's just have a heart-to-heart conversation right now. When my best friend and I first met, she would always talk about Shaaanxo. In fact, she would talk about her so much that I was like, is she your girlfriend? She's your girlfriend. I would always make fun of her. And then I was like, it kind of like the curiosity got to me, and I was like, okay, why does Sam always talk about Shannon? So needless to say, I jumped on the Shaaanxo bandwagon. I subscribed, I stalk her everywhere. And now I'm supporting her with her palette. When we heard that her palette was gonna come out, obviously Sam and I were like, we're getting the palette, right? Yeah, we're getting the palette. And I think what sparked the curiosity in us both was the fact that it's a really unique palette. My best friend Sam and I decided to collaborate together and to come up with two different tutorials for you guys because, like we've said in many other videos, Sam is fair, super fair, cool toned and oily skin, and I am light complected. I have normal skin and I have warm to neutral undertones. Regardless of the types of complexions we have very different tastes when it comes to tutorials and stuff that we come up with. She's a lot more artsy and I'm a lot more, what's the term I'm looking for? Like a bull in a china shop. So we decided to come together and do a tutorial with the same palette to kind of inspire you guys and give you guys multiple ideas on this palette. So in case you guys were like, well, I don't know if I want it yet, this might shove you over the edge or hold you back. I doubt that'll happen because, you guys, I didn't think I was gonna like this palette that much. I bought it because I'm a fan, but I wasn't like, oh my god, that's like the most amazing palette I've ever seen in my life. No, I was like, oh, it's Shannon's, I want to support her. And then the bottom has lipsticks. And so that was my idea, like, oh, we love Shannon, so we want to support her. But the more I use it, I'm like, this palette's pretty awesome. Anyway, enough of this long introduction. I will leave a link to Sam's tutorial in the description box below. But if you want to see how I got this look and this lip combo, then please keep watching. Let's go ahead and get started. I already primed my eye with Benefit's Air Patrol. This stuff, you guys, I already liked it and I already loved it, but it literally made my eyeshadow look the same from start to finish for 14 hours. It was crazy. Like, you wouldn't expect it, you know, as good of a primer is, you don't expect it to last more than, you know, 12 hours. And it was pristine. It's crazy. So, you guys, this palette is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this beautiful matte vanilla shade right here and my Delium Tools 778. Just a big, fluffy, flat shader brush. Fluffy and flat, that doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm saying. So just a giant shader brush, and I'm going to take that color from the brow bone all the way down to the crease to create a smooth canvas. Then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush like this one. This is a Sigma E40 and this beautiful peach shade. I wish these colors had names or numbers, you know, so I could tell you which name it is, but the colors aren't very similar where you couldn't easily describe it. So that's going to be our transition shade. We're going to take that peach color and we're going to put it all over above our crease. And it's a really light color. Did you guys hear that? The dogs are filming here with me, so you're going to hear a lot of lip smacking, perhaps a little growling. That was a big sigh from Ernesta. Then I'm going to take a smaller fluffy blending brush. This is MAC 217, and this beautiful burgundy shade right there, that's going to be our crease color. And it's important with the color that's this intense to start off with a light hand and kind of place the color and then slowly build it up. You're going to see how I have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it's a lot easier to start off with a little bit and add it in slowly than to put too much and not be able to remove it. Because with dark eyeshadows, you can't remove them unless you blank out your eye again. Otherwise, when you try to remove it with additional colors, it's just gonna get more blown out, and pretty soon it'll look like a bruise instead of eyeshadow. So you build it up slowly. It's kind of like adding salt to food when you're cooking. You always want to add a lot less than you think you're going to need, and then slowly add a little bit more and a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that peach color, and I'm going to blend out that beautiful burgundy shade or maroon shade. And once I've done that, go back in with 217 and an additional more, like that, and a little bit more product, and bring it up just a little bit. Now for the lid, we're going to take this beautiful shade right here. This shade is a little deceiving because it looks like it's a garnet shade, but when you swatch it, it's kind of a rose gold. So I guess it's one of those eyeshadows with a lot of potential. Because I don't know if I can use these shadows wet or not, I honestly didn't check the website. I'll have to do that before I review the palette. I'm going to take a little bit of the eyeshadow on a shader brush from e.l.f. and some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to dampen it. So I'm going to foil the shadow instead of just putting it straight on the lid. And usually it's a lot easier for me to dampen the brush and go straight into the eyeshadow. But because I don't know if I can wet these, I don't want to ruin the pan. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a brown pencil and I'm going to run that along the lower lash line, including the waterline. And then we're going to smudge it out with some of the eyeshadows. Now take a pencil brush and that same beautiful maroon shade, and we are going to run that over the pencil and kind of smooth it out and smudge it out just a little bit. Now take that shader brush and dip it into that same color that we used to smudge out, that beautiful maroon, and we're going to run that a little bit lower or beneath that brown line. If you feel like you want a little bit more softening or a little bit more blending of the look, take that same E40 and that beautiful peach shade, and then you're going to crimp the brush and run it over that maroon color. Now the fun stuff, the pop of color. You guys know I use any excuse to use a pop of color. I'm going to take this NYX Studio Liquid Liner in Extreme Blue, and I'm going to do a wing. And you guys know my wing is never even, and that's okay. So this liquid liner though, this liquid liner is a little bit watery, so if you get too close to the inner corner, it will like kind of water down and pool into your eye and then drag down into the lower lash line. It's one of those that's so liquidy, it kind of pools, drags down, and smears everywhere. So you want to keep shy from the inner corner. Go as far as you think you can without getting to the exact end of your eyelid. Does that make any sense? I'll probably make that mistake, so you'll see what I'm talking about. So just kind of start a really shy, conservative line, and then slowly make it longer and bigger and longer and bigger. You guys see how it's already kind of feathering out a little bit? So it's a really watery liner. It's a beautiful shade, but you just have to kind of use it with caution. Because of the power of editing, that wing probably took me like 3 seconds, but in real life, it probably took me like 7 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is take a black liner and I'm going to tightline and waterline. And the last step for the eyes is some mascara, or you can go in with false lashes. But I think if I did false lashes, it would cover up this blue liner too much. I kind of want that to show. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, we're going to move on to lips, and I really wanted to include lips in this tutorial because Shannon's palette also has some lip colors, like every possible lip color. And you know what's funny is they're really, really soft, like pigmented and soft. The first thing I'm going to do is take a ColourPop lippy pencil or lip pencil in Frida and line my lips. And after that, we're going to go into the palette and pick one of these beautiful shades. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go with this one because, I mean, isn't it gorgeous? So take a lip brush and, you guys, it's so soft. Like, look at this. Do you guys see how creamy that is? Isn't that beautiful? So we're gonna take a good dab of that and apply it to the lips. Oh, that's nice. Hello? Can you believe that? You guys, I never think about reaching for a lip palette. Like, it never crosses my mind, but just seeing the formula of this one color that I tried, I'm really excited to try the rest. Super easy, right? Gotta insert the super easy dance, which you guys know is different every single time because we got no rhythm over here. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys are interested in seeing an additional tutorial, I will leave my best friend Samantha's video linked in the description box below. So if you still had doubts in your mind whether or not you needed this palette in your life, my humble makeup lover opinion is it's a pretty awesome palette, and for the price, you can't beat it. I think what I was most impressed with was the lipsticks, and that's not something that I was expecting to be impressed with. I mean, right? Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.